If there is one thing I am hypercritical of Hideo Kojima, it is his writing for most of the female characters in the Metal Gear series sucks. With the sole exception of the boss, the writing for many female characters across the series are not great. And frankly, most of them are mediocre at best. The boss, though, she is by far the best written female character in the series. Nobody else comes close to her depth, her complexity, or her impact on the story. Every other female character pales in comparison to her. Of course, not all of these characters are bad to the same degree. Some are better than the other, while the rest are not really that special, to be honest. However, I want to talk about one specific character. A character that I believe it is by far the worst badly written female character in the entire series. A character that has a lot of potential, but Kojima just decided to destroy any potential this character had. And that character is Mei Ling, especially the Metal Gear Solid 4 Mei Ling. Before I explain, let's talk a little bit about Mei Ling first. Mei Ling is one of the support characters in the Metal Gear series. She first shows up in Metal Gear Solid, where she helps you save your game and loves dropping Chinese proverbs to give you advice during the mission.
Snake, remember what the girl said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China, but I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
She designed the Kodak and the Soliton radar system. She's smart, a bit quirky, and has a fun personality that stands out in the game.
Snake, that's a ladies' bathroom.
I know that. Saw Meryl come in here.
So you went in after her? Are you some kind of pervert? I won't let you save your mission now.
Listen, Mei Ling, this is the only place on the base that I can talk to Meryl alone.
Whatever, weirdo. Don't call me again.
In Metal Gear Solid 2, she doesn't make an appearance. However, her presence is acknowledged through mentions by other characters. She helps and assists Snake and Otacon during their philanthropy activities by diverting technologies from the SSCEN. She shows up later during the tanker mission, correcting Otacon when he misquoted one of her Chinese proverbs.
Hey! What a crock! What did you do with that little cheat sheet I made you? Oh, there it is. Hey!
That's really,
How could you do that? You know how busy I am and you...
it's not what you think.
Oh? So what am I thinking?
What's going on over there?
Oh, hi, Snake. Do you know that Otacon's been...
Mei Ling, we're in the middle of a mission and everything, so can we,
Fine. Sure. And Snake, the real meaning of care avoids error is that if you're cautious, you can avoid making serious mistakes. Even if you've gotten used to the mission, watch what you do. Good luck.
Yeah, Snake, good luck.
You, I'm not done with. Let's discuss this, shall we?
As you guys can see, Mei Ling stands out as a character in the Metal Gear series for her unique blend of intelligence, charm, and her deep cultural knowledge. She have a calming presence, which give her a friendly vibe to the tense atmosphere of the game, making her a comforting ally to Snake. And the best thing about her, she's not a soldier. She's a 17-year-old girl with a lot of personality, and that is what makes her memorable and a fan favorite. So, how do you destroy such an amazing, well-established character? By doing the following. By the time she returns in Metal Gear Solid 4, it is almost like she is a completely different character, and not in a good way. It is like they hit the reset button on her character in the worst way possible. By this point, she's the captain of the USS Missouri, a position that should have marked an exciting evolution for her. Instead, it feels random and disconnected from who she was in Metal Gear Solid. There is no explanation for how she got there, no development leading up to this role, and her sudden military leadership. To make matters worse, Otacon mentioned this.
Even so, making captain at her age, that's pretty impressive.
Rumor has it she caught the eye of some lecherous old admiral who got her promoted. She always did have a thing for older men.
Wait a minute, Arakan. What are you trying to imply here? Are you saying that Mei Ling slept her way through the ranks? Well, I guess that explained her quick rise to become the captain of the USS Missouri. I mean, think about it. Mei Ling joined the Navy in 2009, and by 2014, she's commanding a historic battleship. Rising to that level in just 5 years is certainly possible, but it raises eyebrows, especially for a woman who are in her late 20s, and the game doesn't bother explaining how she achieved this feat. Although Arakan seems to be joking, it just makes it worse. It is a cheap, lazy, unnecessary comment that undermines her credibility. And do you know what is even worse? There is a proof. In Act 5 Mission Breathing, pay attention to Mei Ling here.
Got it! 15 hours, 6 minutes, and 12 seconds.
Right. In 15 hours, it's going to be over the Bering Sea, 494 nautical miles from the Bering Strait. Haven knows it too. They'll be holding position in that area. Our goal is twofold. The enemy relies entirely on electronic means of threat detection, so they won't be able to see the Missouri until they surface.
Even poor Johnny could not resist the seduction and the temptation. It reinforced the shallow, reductive portrayal of her character in Metal Gear Solid 4. Mei Ling feels like an extra character that just there. Her role in the game is minimal. She has little screen time, no meaningful impact on the story, and come across as awkward in her interactions. The charm and personality that made her likable in Metal Gear Solid are completely gone, replaced with a bland and forgettable presence. Mei Ling had all the ingredients to be a standout character in the Metal Gear series. She had all the tools to succeed. But her arc in Metal Gear Solid 4 is a glaring example of a wasted potential. Her evolution feels unearned, her personality is stripped away, and the jokes about her flirting and sleeping her way through to rise the rank are not only unnecessary, but also damaging to her legacy as a competent, capable character. It is a cheap shot that diminishes her. While other female characters like Rose or Quiet have their flaws, Mei Ling's fall from grace is especially disappointing. She started off as an iconic part of the Metal Gear Solid experience, but ended up as a shadow of her former self in Metal Gear Solid 4. This lack of care and depth in her writing makes her, in my opinion, the worst written female character in the Metal Gear series. But what do you think? Do you agree that Mei Ling is the weakest written female character, or is there someone else who you think is worse? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.